Have you ever wondered if ancient prophecies came true? The book of Daniel contains some of the most remarkable predictions in history, written centuries before the events occurred. Let's explore these fascinating forecasts that history itself has verified. Get ready for what you are about to hear. Brace yourself, because this will challenge everything you thought you knew. Every whisper sways some, and some don't seem to bother much. But isn't it only right to seek questions that truly make sense? Daniel lived during one of Israel's darkest hours, the Babylonian exile in the 6th century BCE. Daniel, a noble Jewish youth from Jerusalem, was captured by King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon around 605 BCE. He served in the courts of several powerful kings. As Daniel 1:1-6 tells us, he was among the brightest young Jewish men taken to Babylon to serve in Nebuchadnezzar's court. Chosen for his intelligence and noble background, he was trained for service in the king's court. Daniel stood out by refusing the royal food, opting for a diet he deemed pure, which God rewarded with exceptional wisdom. His fame soared when he was granted the divine gift of interpreting dreams. A pivotal moment occurred when he successfully interpreted a troubling dream of King Nebuchadnezzar, a feat that saved many lives and led to his promotion as governor of Babylon and chief over all the wise men. Daniel's extraordinary lifetime spanned the fall of Babylon and the rise of Persia, as he himself writes in Daniel 6:28. So this Daniel prospered during the reign of Darius and the reign of Cyrus the Persian. Imagine being asked to reveal and interpret a dream the king himself couldn't remember. In Daniel 2:31-45, Daniel describes a massive statue with a head of gold, chest and arms of silver, belly and thighs of bronze, legs of iron with feet of mixed iron and clay. Daniel boldly told Nebuchadnezzar, "You are that head of gold." Daniel 2:38. Then he predicted 3 more kingdoms would follow Babylon's glory. History confirms exactly what Daniel foresaw. The golden head, Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar. The silver chest, the Medo-Persian Empire that conquered Babylon. The bronze belly, the Greek Empire led by Alexander the Great. The iron legs, the mighty Roman Empire that crushed all opposition. Think about it, Daniel accurately predicted the next 1,000 years of world empires while sitting in ancient Babylon. The 4 beasts vision. In Daniel 7, he receives another vision featuring 4 strange beasts emerging from a churning sea, a lion with eagle's wings, a lopsided bear with 3 ribs in its mouth, a 4-headed leopard with 4 wings, a terrifying creature with iron teeth and 10 horns. As Daniel 7:17 states, those great beasts which are 4 kings which arise out of the earth. These beasts perfectly parallel the 4 kingdoms from the statue dream, adding specific details that history would later confirm. The leopard's 4 heads, for instance, foreshadowed how Alexander's Greek Empire would split into 4 kingdoms after his death, a prediction made centuries before it happened. One of Daniel's most specific prophecies appears in chapter 8, where he sees a ram, representing Medo-Persia, being defeated by a swift goat with a prominent horn, representing Greece under Alexander. Daniel 8:21-22 explains, "The shaggy goat is the king of Greece, and the large horn between its eyes is the first king. The four horns that replace the one that was broken off represent four kingdoms that will emerge from his nation, but will not have the same power." When Alexander died unexpectedly at age 32, his generals divided his empire into four kingdoms, exactly as Daniel foresaw hundreds of years earlier. How could Daniel possibly have known this unless divinely inspired? Perhaps Daniel's most profound prophecy appears in chapter 9, where he receives a timeline for future events spanning 70 weeks or 77s. In Numbers 14-34 and Ezekiel 4:5-6, a day in prophecy symbolizes a year. Since there are 7 days in a week, a prophetic week in biblical prophecy equals 7 years. Each week, literally 7 in Hebrew, is understood to represent a period of 7 years or 7 literal years of actual time. Daniel 9:25-26 states, "From the time the word goes out to restore and rebuild Jerusalem until the Anointed One, the ruler, comes, there will be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. After the 62 weeks, the Anointed One will be put to death and will have nothing." This remarkable timeline points directly to Jesus Christ, who entered Jerusalem, was declared Messiah, and was crucified, cut off, at precisely the time Daniel's prophecy predicted more than 5 centuries earlier. Note that Daniel received this prophecy around 538 BC during the Babylonian exile. In Daniel 7:13-14, we read, "In my vision at night I looked, and there before me was one like a son of man, coming with the clouds of heaven. He was given authority, glory, and sovereign power. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that will not pass away." Jesus directly identified himself with this prophecy, repeatedly calling himself the Son of Man, and even quoting this passage during his trial, Mark 14:61-62. Join a community of curious minds and history fans. Subscribe now to dive into episodes full of intrigue and discovery. See history in a new way and never miss a moment of revelation. Perhaps most intriguing for us today is Daniel 12:4. "But you, Daniel, keep this prophecy a secret. Seal up the book until the time of the end, when many will rush here and there and knowledge will increase." Look around at our world of high-speed travel, instant global communication, and exponential technological advancement. Could Daniel have glimpsed our modern era, when humans travel faster than sound and carry libraries of knowledge in their pockets? What does this mean for us? Daniel's prophecies aren't just historical curiosities, they reveal something profound about our world and its future. If these ancient words accurately predicted centuries of history, shouldn't we pay attention to what else they might tell us? The same God who revealed these things to Daniel still speaks today, inviting us to recognize his sovereignty over history and our lives. Perhaps these fulfilled prophecies are signposts pointing us toward a God who knows the beginning from the end. What world-changing insights might we discover by exploring the pages of this remarkable ancient text? The evidence is compelling. Daniel's prophecies came true with stunning accuracy. The question is, what will we do with this knowledge?